All right, guys, so we're here. We got the car. Whoa, I think something's messed up. Good morning, guys. Today's kind of a big day. Man, this lens keeps fogging up. Hold up. So today's kind of a big day. As you guys seen in the last video, I mentioned that I did sell my Cobalt SS. Obviously, I still have the truck, still have the Corvette, and I still have the Lexus. Obviously, it's in the front. It's the daily, the work car. Anyways, I'm actually picking something up today. Well, I'm not picking anything up. Man, this lens. Hold on. I'm actually getting something delivered today in the mail, sort of, or shipped, whatever you want to call it. So I kind of bought another car, sight unseen. It's bought, paid for, and I already paid for the shipping, and the car is on its way here today. Hopefully he arrives today, and I could be able to get record it and show you guys my experience with buying a car sight unseen and getting it shipped. Enough talking. I'm about to go get some coffee, and we'll see what this day plays out. Obviously, when the car gets here, I'll show you guys, but let's go get some coffee. All right, guys, so we're here. We got the car. All right, we got the car right here. Is it, huh? Yeah, you guys got here pretty quick, huh? Yeah. All right. We got the Trailblazer right here. It is my first time seeing it. I bought it. I didn't even know what it looks like or nothing. Well, I knew what it looks like, the pictures, but I couldn't tell. Wow. Dirt one. Wow, dude, this is. Let's go. Thank you. Wow. I've been waiting for a while. The keys inside? Is that the only set of keys? Just that one? 2 keys? Oh, okay, yeah, we got 2 sets. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about the car is just this torn seat, but it was a good price, so it don't matter to me. Yeah, it don't matter. I already knew it was like that. Yeah, body's good, yeah. Yeah, oh, a little bit right there. I didn't even see that, but it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Does it get you paid? Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You're welcome. All right, guys. As you guys can see, I just picked up the car right now. Transporter just dropped off the car right there, as you can see. Pulled it off, drove it over here. Very quick, easy. I paid obviously a deposit, then the rest of the money cash when he drops it off. And car is in a good condition. I mean, it looks clean in person. I'm ready to get in there and drive it. Yeah, I use Mount Wayne Transportation. Very easy, very simple. Quick, dude. I mean, quick. I had a transporter, one canceled. They found another. They dispatched another transporter right away. Got it here. About to get my kid in there and take it for a spin. Go ahead, baby. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Obviously, the only con about the car is this right here. The seat is torn, the driver's seat. But besides that, the car is clean. I want to get in there and drive it real quick. I'm so excited. Can't wait. So I'm gonna go in there, hop in. I think this is from the back. Who cares? We'll replace that. You got the air on. Oh, wow. Bro, let's take it for a test drive. Let's see what this thing's all about. Wow. Oh, man, I'm so excited. Okay. Yep, 80,000 miles right there. So it had, when I bought the car, it had 79,000 miles. It was like 79,900 something. Obviously, them driving it around or whatever and whatnot. Now it's had 80,000 miles. But it is what it is, 79, 80, whatever. All right, guys, so taking my first drive in the Trailblazer, taking off from the house. It says stable link track active. All right, guys, so the day I picked up the Trailblazer SS, I didn't know the word that was popping up on the dash is called stability track. When the wheel bearings are messed up, the stability track control comes on, and therefore it will mess up the car, or it'll feel like the car's messing up and it won't go anywhere. So that's the word I was trying to say, stability track. I never had a car that has stability track, or if it did, it didn't have a stability track light, so I had trouble pronouncing that word. But yes, the word I was trying to say is stability track. I was like you guys see, I just picked up the truck. It just came off the transporter, and already it was giving me problems. The light popped up. I couldn't even like read it right. I couldn't even pronounce it. I was just like so confused and mad at the same time. But yeah, that's what I was trying to say, stability track. Whoa, I think something's messed up. The car won't drive. Whoa, are you serious right now? Wow, the car will not drive. You gotta be kidding me. Did the transporter mess something up, or it barely wants to go? Okay. Oof. I hear like a rubbing noise. What the heck? This is what happens when you buy a car sight unseen. Wow, I'm pretty scared right now. I'm about to take a look. I told you Lamborghini. Well, Daddy got a Trailblazer SS instead of Lamborghini, so whatever. Dude, I hear like a rubbing or a humming or something, like a... There's no way. I'm pretty sure he would have told... Let me see, I don't know. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna just take a quick look real quick. I'll see you guys right now. Alright guys, so right now we're in the SS. We're gonna go ahead and get into detail on how I got screwed over, buying a car sight unseen. Yeah, let's go ahead and start off with inside the car real quick. So first things first, go ahead and start the car. As you can see, I put some miles on it already. Trailblazer SS, almost 500 miles. Check engine lights on. That's for an EVAP code. It already threw an engine light for an EVAP code. So this is basically like a video on everything that's been happening since I've owned the Trailblazer SS under 500 miles. So first things first, engine light. I already checked it, it's an EVAP code. Second, to even drive the car, it has a wheel bearing problem. So what you have to do is you have to hold down this button right here. There's a button right here, it's like for traction control and stability track control. You have to hold it down, and you have to turn off the stability track control just to drive the truck. So there you go, stability track off. Because if you drive it, it will say stability track activate, and the gas pedal will go dead. You won't be able to drive anywhere. The car will just like basically bog down. It'll be like a dead pedal. You can't accelerate, and it's very dangerous driving, making a turn or whatever. And it activates like the brakes or ABS or whatever, brakes, and the car can kind of just like slows the car down. But I hate driving a car like that, and it happens every now and then. It doesn't happen all the time, but I just turn it off every time I get in it just to drive it, because I don't want to have to deal with that dead pedal issue or wheel bearing issue. Don't mind my pig right here. I picked this thing up and I thought it was pretty cool, but anyways. So that's basically everything inside the car. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the seat is torn and it has like, you know, this thing's all messed up, but that's easily fixable. And I already knew about this before buying the car, but like the other stuff I did not know about. Alright guys, so now starting on the outside of the car. Like I said, I gotta replace the wheel bearings. The whole truck needs brakes and rotors all around. I replaced the rear brake and rotors already, and of course in the process of doing that, the brake caliper seized up, so I had to go ahead and replace the brake caliper. I didn't do the brakes and rotors in the front because like I said, I gotta replace the wheel bearings, so those haven't been changed yet. But like I said, the whole truck needs brakes and rotors all the way around. Go ahead and pop the hood. When I received the truck, I had to go ahead and replace the oil dipstick. The oil dipstick was broken and rusted out. And then the power steering leak. There was a really bad power steering leak with the truck. You couldn't even drive it. I put a bottle of power steering fluid in there. It leaked out within a couple hours. Very annoying. You could just hear the winding and stuff of the power steering pump. It was struggling, and I looked down. There was a big old puddle of power steering fluid. I'll try to put a clip in the video. There was a big old puddle of power steering fluid in the garage. Look at this, man. Just look at this. Power steering just all leaked out, all in my garage. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Big mistake parking this in the garage. I thought it was a power steering line, turned out to be the rack and pinion. So I wasn't very too happy to find out that I had to replace the rack and pinion. I didn't do the work. It's a pretty in-depth job, and I didn't really have the time to do it, so I just bought the rack and pinion, took it to a shop, and had them replace the rack and pinion. So yeah, just these little things here and there: the engine light, power steering fluid puddle in my garage, having to replace the rack and pinion. You know, the whole thing needs brakes and rotors all the way around. The oil dipstick, like I showed you guys, the oil dipstick broken. You couldn't even check the oil level. They just drained and filled the oil. They could have let me know about the oil dipstick, and but they didn't let me know anything. I was told that this thing's good to go, drivable and everything, and it is drivable, but obviously when I got it, it was just drivable for a couple of hours, and that was it. So do I feel like I got screwed over by the dealership? I want to say yes and no. You guys seen in the beginning of the video, when the Trailblazer SS came off the transporter truck, it had 8,010 miles. As you guys just seen, it has 8,400 and something miles, so I only put 400 miles, and already a check engine light popped on. I had to replace the rack and pinion, the brakes and rotors I have to replace, the wheel bearings I have to replace, you know, just stuff like that, you know. And it is what it is. The stability track control and all that, it is what it is. You know, that's what happens when you buy a car sight unseen and not getting a pre-inspection done. It would have been nice to know all the problems with the Trailblazer SS. All it would take is a quick 20-minute, 10-minute test drive, and they could have been like, hey, this is everything that's wrong with the truck. Do you still want it? Yes or no? And obviously I probably would have still took it, because these are very minor things besides the rack and pinion, but that is what it is. So do I feel like I got intentionally screwed over? Kind of. Some of this stuff could have just started happening once the truck got in my possession, which is bad luck. But you guys seen it. I mean, I documented the whole thing. I put just over 400 miles since I got off the transporter truck to now, 400 miles, and all this stuff's happening. So do I feel like they knew? Yes. Is it bad luck? Maybe, I don't know, but it is what it is. With all that being said, I am happy with the Trailblazer SS. I was looking for one for a while, and found this one. It's a one owner, it's in good condition, the frame's good, the body's good, and I'm happy. Obviously, besides all the issues, the little minor issues it has, it's a very good condition truck. You know, it's a 6.0 LS2 Trailblazer SS, and you know, this is exactly what I was looking for. I was specifically looking for one with all-wheel drive, and I was specifically looking for one with a one owner. And you know, it's all-wheel drive, and it does, Carfax does show it's a one owner. I'm the second owner now, and I'm happy with it, you know. I expected this thing to be taken care of a little more, especially it being a one owner, but it is what it is, you know. I feel like this car has just been sitting, which explains like the seized brake caliper and like the seized freaking oil dipstick. You know, like they said, they did get this in a trade-in, so I'm assuming that the one owner just kind of like had it sitting. You know, it only has 80,000 miles. I feel like the previous owner, which is the only owner, that's why all this stuff's been going on. But it is what it is. I'm gonna take care of it now, get these things addressed, and start modding this thing. Am I gonna go too deep with the mods? I don't know. Like I said, we'll see, but I gotta get all the other stuff taken care of first to make it 100% reliable before I even start modding. But the first thing I gotta do is make this thing louder, because this thing is quiet. But with that being said, I am happy with the truck, and I'm happy driving it. I'm happy with my purchase. But alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I just want to show you guys me picking up my Trailblazer SS and the whole buying process of buying it, you know, buying a car sight unseen. Like I mentioned in other videos, I sold my Cobalt SS and bought another SS. In this case, it's a Trailblazer SS, and I'm happy with it. I'm excited to do some stuff to this thing, and it's exactly what I wanted. You know, I needed something a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger than the Cobalt SS. It's obviously all-wheel drive, and it's an SUV, and I have kids, so it's definitely going to be nice and convenient. That's the big thing. It's going to be really convenient to have this thing around, along with my other cars I have. So yeah, I'm excited, and yeah, I just want to show you guys what I picked up, and hopefully you guys are excited too. We're gonna do some stuff to this thing, and I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited too. If you guys are planning on buying a car sight unseen, I would recommend getting a pre-purchase inspection done. I took a gamble, and I would say I think I won. You know, just a little stuff here and there, like I said, but I think I won. I took a risk, took a gamble, and I won. So you know, I got it for a really good deal. What I paid the dealership out the door, tax, everything, plates, everything, was a steal. I mean, it was around the same number, if less, than some of the private owner marketplace listings I've seen for these things. So I'm excited, and it's a one owner, so it's all stock. That was a big thing. I wanted to buy a one owner stock Trailblazer SS, and that's what I got. No rust, so I'm excited. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.